Welcome back to the discussion Smart Auto Shopping and Financing, sponsored by PenFed Credit Union on Federal News Network. My guests today are Ivan McBride, Vice President of Auto Lending Products and Sales at PenFed Credit Union. I'm your moderator, Scott Massioni. And Ivan, we were talking about what you should know as far as your credit score when you walk into a dealership. What else should you know to make sure that you're taking advantage of all the best knowledge and things like that for buying a car?
The great thing about buying a car today is there's a number of great websites that you can get information on the vehicle that you're looking to purchase. Not only pricing, and Joe mentioned that early on in the segment, that know what the price is of the vehicle or what others are paying for the vehicle that you're looking for is. Know the options that you want. Know what kind of accessories you're looking for on the vehicle. Those kind of things are critically important before you walk into a store, because not only is it going to save you time, it's going to save you money. So other things that you should prepare for before going to the store, if you're looking to trade in your current vehicle, have your payoff ready on that vehicle before you go into the store. Any insurance documentation that you have, make sure you have that prepared for the F&I folks at your local store. Also, really get a sense, Joe mentioned, and I think I mentioned earlier on, there's some great sites like Carvana or TrueCar or CarGurus or Auto Trader. All those are great sites. Edmunds has a great site. All those are great sites to do your homework on what others are paying for that vehicle. It's important to shop around. Don't just go to one store to get a price. Maybe 2 or 3 stores is recommended. Have that all prepared. Walk into your store armed with that knowledge. You're going to do a lot better in negotiation with the dealer, and you're going to be a lot more happy when you drive off because you've gotten everything that you wanted. And that's the main thing. Know the pieces that you can possibly negotiate on and those items that are non-negotiable for you. What do you have to drive off with when you leave that store? So make sure you're firm on that. Be very upfront with your dealer. Make sure you're firm on your budget. And if you do that and you focus first on the price of the vehicle, when it comes to financing ancillary products to protect that vehicle, you'll be in a lot better position.
And what about those price points? I remember cars being in the $20,000 and $30,000 range. It seems like they tend to go up a little bit more lately. And Ivan, I see you shaking your head. So why don't you weigh in on this?
Yeah. So cars are getting more and more expensive, to Joe's point. Average transaction prices are anywhere between, let's say, $30,000 to $35,000 for the average vehicle sold in the U.S. And that's because there's a lot of new technology on vehicles. There's a lot of new safety features. Vehicles for all manufacturers are pretty much loaded now with a lot of great equipment. So we're seeing average transaction prices go up. In the U.S., we still love our trucks and we love our SUVs and we love the big trucks and the bigger SUVs, and the manufacturers follow suit. They build what consumers want. Gas prices are pretty low at the moment. So we're seeing a lot of folks that are going after these larger SUV vehicles or mid-size SUVs, and that's not with the non-luxury brands like a Toyota or a Chevy or a Ford. Even the Lexus and some of the other manufacturers like BMW and Mercedes are getting into that game as well with these mid and large size SUVs. So naturally, you're going to see average transaction prices go up in the industry. So again, Joe mentioned long-term financing. 84-month financing has become kind of the norm in the industry, and a lot what consumers are driving off on. It could be a great deal for a lot of folks who want to own that vehicle, and it certainly could get a payment into the budget that they're looking for. But I second that there's other options to look at. Leasing is still a very popular option. A third of all folks in the nation like to lease their vehicles. Joe described a balloon product that we call Payment Saver Plus, which gives you all the benefits and value of a lease, but with a lower payment. And the ability to have your name on the title so it feels like ownership and not renting. So there are a lot of great options out there. And as vehicles become more and more expensive, I think that's really a good opportunity for you to do your homework with regards to what are the financing options that are available. And conventional financing, for 72 72 to 84 months, may give you some opportunities to look at some shorter terms on residual-based financing that can really fit well into your budget.
We're going to take one more break. I'm your moderator, Scott Maucione, on the discussion Smart Auto Shopping and Financing, sponsored by PenFed Credit Union on Federal News Network.